You were drafted as a major league in the major leagues in the second round. Do you ever ask somebody why they didn't draft you in the first round?
No.
Were you disappointed to be drafted in the second round, or you were happy to be drafted in the second round?
I was happy. You know, the scouts tell you at the time they get their cross checkers in, and they're thinking about drafting you high in the draft. I was told by many different people that I had a chance to go number one on their list,
Right.
you know, as a pitcher. And down deep inside, I really wanted to be a regular player, to be considered as that. But every time they came to see me play, I pitched and I did really well. I struck out 17 out of the 21 guys in my state championship game. And so when the draft came around, you know, right there I was thinking, okay, they told me I might be number one, I might not be number one. But it wasn't like it is today where you see the draft or it's an event. It just happened, you know, and then my mom comes to school, you know, like at lunchtime and said that you've been drafted by the Orioles in the second round. So that's how I found out.
So in those days, you didn't think about being like an Ohtani person who pitches and plays full time. They didn't think of that in those days.
They didn't think of that. I would have loved to do that, but I was forced to make a choice. And it was really interesting. My dad played a diplomatic role in this because he knew that the Orioles were interested in pitching and as an infielder. And he, in the meeting with Hank Peters, and Earl Weaver was in that meeting, he said, because Earl Weaver got a chance to see me play a little bit down at the in Memorial Stadium, take batting practice, and he saw, you know, that I had some skills. And so my dad said, you know, we've had a couple of people like this in our minor league system before, and if we start them out as a pitcher and they don't make it, it's really hard to go back that way. If we start him out as a regular player and he doesn't make it as a regular player, we're wrong about him going. We can always have a chance to go back, and we've had success turning them into pitchers. So that gave me a chance to say, and it's ironic the way my career turned out. They asked me, Hank Peters said, what do you want to do, Cal? And I said, well, a pitcher only gets to play one out of every 5 days. I want to play every day. And,
so you went to the minor leagues, to the Orioles minor leagues, and you played as a third baseman or shortstop?
Shortstop.
Shortstop initially, okay. And for most shortstops were short, actually, and very quick, and they weren't seen as big hitters. You were 6'4", and you know, a pretty good hitter. You were breaking the mold, weren't you, for shortstops?
As it turned out, I was, but I was 6'2", 180, so I was built more like Mark Belanger at the time. You know, as a 17-year-old, I got drafted as a 17-year-old, went away and played. Then I started getting my size. I was a late bloomer, and in the height of my heyday, I was 6'4" 3/4", and I played at 225. But so if you build a bridge from 180 to 225, I was roughly maybe putting 10 pounds on. When I got called to the big leagues, I was probably 210.
Okay, so how do you do in the minor leagues? Do people say this is the next greatest player of all time, or what?
Well, in my first year, I made 32 errors in 64 games, which is not good. And I didn't hit a home run in any of the games for my 64 games. So then I went to instructional league, started to get my feet on the ground a little bit, then went to A-ball, and I didn't hit a home run for the first half of that season. So I went 2 years in, the season and a half in pro ball, and I haven't hit a home run yet. My first home run was in the 12th inning to break a 0-0 tie, and I hit a home run to left field, and we won the game. We ended up winning the game 1-0. But right after I hit the home run, the light transformer blew, and we were in the top of the 12th. And if we couldn't get the game started again, the game would revert back to the inning before. And so I would lose my home run. So I was sitting there thinking, we got to play this game no matter what. We got to put the cars out, turn the headlights on, whatever we have to do to get this game. They fixed the transformer, and we ended up winning the game. But then after I hit that first home run, I started to get it. And then I started hitting really well. I hit 300, and I think I hit 5 or 6 home runs in the next 2 weeks and got called to the to Double-A.
The Orioles brought you up, and you were in the minor leagues for 2 years or so, and then 4 years. 4 years in the minor leagues. Okay, 4 years, and then what year did...
Let me clarify that. Bluefield, 78, Miami, 79, Charlotte, 1980, Rochester, New York, 81, but I got called up halfway through.